All right, everybody, let's jump right in. SEO. I know it can feel like everyone and their brother has a different opinion on what works.
Right.
And it's so easy to get lost in the jargon. But that's why I am so excited about today's deep dive.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be taking a look at the work of Sean Anderson.
Okay.
He's got over 20 years of experience in SEO.
Wow.
And get this, his free checklist has been downloaded by over 70,000 people.
Yeah.
We're talking big-time endorsements, even from SEO pros.
Mm-hmm.
And you know me.
What?
I love a good checklist.
What's interesting about Sean's approach is he doesn't just throw like a laundry list of tactics at you.
Okay.
He really emphasizes building a strong foundation first and then optimizing for both search engines and humans.
Okay.
He even dives into website promotion ethics, which is something a lot of people overlook.
Okay, so it's like building a house, right?
Yes.
You need a solid foundation before you start like hanging pictures on the walls.
Yeah.
So tell me more about this foundation. What does that even mean, like in the SEO world?
So it's all about technical SEO.
Okay.
Making sure that your website is in like tip-top shape for Google to crawl and understand it.
Okay.
Think of it this way. Google wants websites to succeed.
Right.
It's in their best interest, right?
Right.
But they have to make sure they're recommending quality sites to their users.
Nice.
So they pay close attention to things like sitemaps.
Sitemaps.
Yeah.
Is that like giving Google a roadmap to my website?
Exactly. It's a file that lists all of the pages on your website, making it super easy for Google to find and index your content.
Okay.
A well-structured sitemap can actually improve your crawl efficiency, which means Google can find and index your most important pages more easily.
Okay.
And that can potentially lead to higher rankings.
Makes sense. So what happens if there are pages I don't want Google to see just yet?
Okay.
Like that section on my site that's still under construction?
Oh, that's where your robots.txt file comes in. You can use it to block Google from accessing certain pages or like sections of your site.
Okay.
Think of it like putting a do not enter sign on those unfinished rooms.
Right.
You don't want Google getting the wrong impression, right?
Definitely not. Now, what about HTTPS?
Okay.
I've heard that that's important for SEO, but I'm not exactly sure why.
So it's all about security and trust.
Okay.
You know that little S at the end of HTTPS?
Right.
That tells Google and your visitors that your website is encrypted,
Okay.
meaning their information is safe. It's like installing a security system for your site. Google sees that you take security seriously and your users feel more confident browsing your content.
And we all know trust is a big deal these days, especially online.
Exactly.
So we've got the roadmap with the sitemap. We've got the do not enter signs with robots.txt.
Right.
And the security system with HTTPS.
Yeah.
What else is part of this like strong foundation?
Believe it or not, Google can now understand JavaScript.
Oh, really?
This wasn't always the case, so it's a fairly new development in the SEO world.
Yeah.
But it means you have to be mindful of how you code,
Okay.
especially if you're using JavaScript for things like interactive elements or loading content.
Okay.
Shannon Umkley provides specific guidelines on how to code in JavaScript in a way that Google can easily understand.
Right.
It's technical, but it matters.
Good to know. Okay, so our website is structurally sound.
Yeah.
We've laid a strong foundation. What's next? We're ready to decorate, bring on the good stuff. So we've got this like rock solid website foundation, right?
Right.
Now it's time to make it shine
Okay.
for both Google and the people that we want to attract. And this is where it starts to feel more like creative marketing and less like, well, robots and blueprints, right?
Absolutely. And this is where Sean's emphasis on user intent really comes into play.
Okay.
He goes beyond the basic, like, create good content advice
Okay.
and really dives into the why behind what people are searching for.
Okay. I've heard that term user intent,
Yeah.
but honestly, I'm a little fuzzy on what it really means, like for SEO.
Sure.
Break it down for me.
Okay. Imagine someone types in best pizza near me into Google.
Okay.
Their intent is pretty clear, right?
Right.
They're hungry.
Yeah.
They want pizza. And they want it now.
Yeah, they're ready to order, not just like browse recipes.
Exactly. That's transactional intent.
Okay.
Now compare that to someone searching for how to make sourdough pizza crust.
Okay, that feels totally different.
Right.
They're probably not ordering pizza tonight.
Probably not, no.
More like planning for the weekend.
Yeah.
Maybe feeling ambitious.
Precisely. That's informational intent.
Good.
They want to learn, not buy.
Okay.
And Sean really stresses that understanding these different intents is crucial.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to target someone looking for pizza making tips.
Right.
With an ad for your pizzeria.
Total waste of their time and probably your advertising budget.
Exactly.
So how do we figure out what people really want when they're searching for stuff related to our website?
So keywords are still important.
Okay.
But you have to think beyond just individual words and phrases.
Okay.
What questions are people asking?
Right.
What problems are they trying to solve? Sean's a big advocate for using tools like Google Search Console.
Okay.
It's a treasure trove of data about how people are finding your website.
Oh, yeah. Search Console, I've dabbled in it.
Okay.
But I'll admit, it's a bit overwhelming.
It can be, but Sean breaks down how to use it effectively.
Okay.
You can see which keywords are leading people to your site,
Right, yeah.
what they're clicking on, even how long they're staying on each page.
So you can actually see what's working and what's not.
Exactly.
Like if people are bouncing off a page right away, maybe the content isn't hitting the mark.
Exactly. It's like having a direct line to what Google sees when it looks at your site.
Oh, okay.
You can identify opportunities to improve your content,
Okay.
optimize for the right keywords, and just make sure you're delivering what your target audience is looking for.
It's like having an SEO coach, like in your back pocket.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So we're clear on user intent.
Mm-hmm.
We're using data from Search Console.
Yep.
What other common SEO mistakes do people make?
You'd be surprised how many people neglect the technical stuff we talked about earlier.
Oh, really?
It's easy to get, caught up in keywords and content,
Right.
but if your site has broken links,
Yes.
slow loading times, or isn't mobile friendly,
Right.
Google's not going to be impressed.
It's like inviting someone over when your house is a mess.
Exactly. And then there's keyword stuffing.
Oh, yeah.
Some people think they can trick Google by cramming their content full of keywords, even if it reads unnaturally.
Oof. Yeah, I've definitely seen websites like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's painful to read.
Google's onto that trick, though.
Oh.
It's not about how many times you can squeeze in a keyword. It's about providing valuable, relevant content that answers the searcher's question.
So it's more about quality over quantity, which makes sense.
Exactly.
People want helpful information, not just a bunch of jumbled words.
Exactly. Google also cares about the overall experience people have on your website.
Okay.
Think about it. If you click on a website
Yeah.
and it takes forever to load,
Mm-hmm.
the design is clunky, and you can't find what you're looking for.
You're out of there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Google tracks things like bounce rate.
Okay.
How many people leave your site after viewing only one page?
Right.
A high bounce rate can be a sign that your website isn't providing a good user experience.
So not only do we need to get people to our site,
Right.
we need to make sure that they want to stick around.
You got it.
Okay.
That means making sure your website loads quickly,
Okay.
especially on mobile devices.
Right.
It should be easy to navigate with a clear menu structure and intuitive design. And of course, the content itself should be engaging, informative, and easy to read.
So it's like the difference between a beautifully decorated, well-lit room with comfy chairs
Yes.
or a dusty old attic that you want to escape from as quickly as possible.
Perfect analogy.
Right.
Sean provides a ton of specific tips for improving site speed,
Okay.
mobile optimization, and creating a positive user experience.
Okay.
He's all about finding that sweet spot where you're satisfying both Google and your human visitors.
Which makes sense.
Right.
At the end of the day, we want real people to find our content valuable and engaging.
Right.
Google just helps us reach those people.
Now you're getting it. It's about playing the long game, building trust with both your audience and search engines.
Okay.
No shady shortcuts, just ethical, sustainable SEO practices.
Speaking of ethical SEO,
Yes.
Sean doesn't shy away from the shadier side of things.
Right.
He talks about tactics that some people try to use to game the system.
Yeah, we're about to head into some pretty interesting territory.
This is where it gets juicy. Let's dive into part 3. All right, we're back, and you know what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, time to dive into
The murky waters, the shady stuff,
the dark side of SEO.
those sneaky SEO tactics that some people are still trying to pull on Google.
You know, and it's surprising how common some of these tactics are.
Really?
People are always looking for that shortcut,
Yeah.
way to game the system.
Right.
But like you said earlier, Google's getting smarter all the time.
So, spill the tea.
Yep.
What kind of shady stuff are we talking about here?
Let's talk about doorway pages.
Okay.
Ever stumble across a website that's nothing but a wall of text, obviously stuffed with keywords?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then a bunch of links leading to who knows where.
Those are the worst. You can practically smell the desperation.
Exactly. Those are often doorway pages. They're designed to rank for specific keywords, but they don't offer any real value to the user.
Okay.
It's all about funneling people to another website, often one that's not even related to the search term.
Oh, so it's like a bait and switch.
Exactly. And Google is not a fan of doorway pages.
Okay.
It can actually harm your rankings if you get caught.
Yikes. Okay, what else? What about sneaky redirects? I feel like I've heard that term before, but I'm not entirely sure what it means.
Okay, so a redirect is basically a way to send users to a different URL than the one they originally clicked on.
Right.
There are legitimate reasons to use redirects, like if you're moving your website to a new domain.
Right. You don't want people ending up on a dead page.
Exactly. But sneaky redirects are a different story.
Okay.
They're designed to deceive users or search engines.
Okay.
Like, imagine clicking on a link that promises a free ebook,
Right.
but instead you're redirected to a completely unrelated website selling, like, garden gnomes.
Okay, that's just messed up.
It is. And Google has ways of detecting sneaky redirects.
Okay.
It's all about protecting users from manipulative tactics.
So no shortcuts. We're sticking with ethical SEO practices, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that means creating high-quality content that provides genuine value to your audience.
Okay.
Sean actually talks about affiliate marketing in this context.
Affiliate marketing, that's where you recommend products on your website
Yes.
and earn a commission if someone makes a purchase through your link.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's a great way to monetize your website, but there's a right way and a wrong way to do it.
Okay.
Some people create thin affiliate pages that are basically just ads disguised as content.
So not much substance, just a hard sell.
Exactly. Sean's advice is to focus on creating content that is genuinely helpful and informative, even if it includes affiliate links.
Okay.
If you're recommending a product, provide a thorough review, explain the pros and cons, and be upfront about your affiliate relationship.
Be transparent.
Exactly. Honesty and transparency build trust,
Right.
which is essential for any successful website, especially if you're doing affiliate marketing.
Makes total sense. Okay, so we've covered doorway pages, sneaky redirects, thin affiliate pages. What other shady SEO tactics should we avoid?
Well, there's spammy automatically generated content.
Okay.
These are websites that are literally just filled with gibberish,
Oh, gosh.
often created by bots,
Yeah.
hoping to game the system.
Okay.
Google is getting better at identifying and penalizing these sites, but they still pop up.
It's like the online equivalent of a telemarketer calling during dinner.
Right.
It's just noise and annoyance.
And don't forget about user-generated spam.
Okay.
Think about blog comments, forum posts, even product reviews.
You're telling me I need to be vigilant about spam, even in the comments section of my little blog.
You'd be surprised. Spammers love to sneak in their links wherever they can.
Oh, wow.
Sean recommends moderating user-generated content with
Okay.
making sure it's relevant and not harming your site's reputation.
So it's not enough to just create great content.
Right.
We have to protect it from the dark side of the internet.
Exactly. It's an ongoing process, but it's worth it to build a website that is both successful and trustworthy.
This has been incredible. We covered so much ground.
Yeah.
From the technical foundations of SEO to the ethical considerations that can make or break your online presence.
Sean Anderson truly provides a roadmap to navigate the ever-evolving world of SEO.
He does.
He emphasizes building a strong foundation,
Yes.
creating high-quality content, and playing by the rules.
It's refreshing to hear an expert say that shortcuts rarely lead to long-term success.
Yeah.
So to wrap things up, if you had to leave our listeners with just one nugget of wisdom, what would it be?
Focus on building a website that provides genuine value to your audience.
Okay.
If you're passionate about your content and committed to ethical SEO practices, Google will take notice, and more importantly, so will the people you want to reach.
Beautifully said. And on that note, we'll catch you on our next deep dive into the world of fascinating information. Keep those websites optimized and those ethical compasses handy.